Hey, it's Paul. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. This one is about this lovely PRS SE Custom 2408 from 2024. I bought this guitar new from Anderton's actually in 2024, and so I've had it for 18 months now, there or thereabouts, and it's time for me to move it on. But don't worry, I have bought another PRS, so all will be revealed as to why I'm selling this one and why I've bought a new one in a different video, I'm sure. Anyway, this video is really just about letting you have a look at this guitar. If you're interested in buying it, then obviously you can follow links in the description and get it. But if you're not interested in buying it and you're just interested in the 2408, then please carry on watching, because I'm hoping that it might help you, or at least inform and entertain. Anyway, so let's talk about the 2408. So the Custom 24 itself, obviously, was a guitar that was introduced by Paul when he first started PRS in 1985, and it's, as the name implies, it's a 24 fret dual humbucking guitar, which isn't a Gibson Les Paul, and it's not a Fender Strat. It sort of sits in that sort of lovely Goldilocks zone in between them. It's got a 25-inch scale length, so again halfway between the sort of the Fender and the Gibson scale length, and it plays really nicely. The 2408 speaks to the fact that there are 8 different pickup combinations that you can get by using the combination of the pickup selector switch here and these 2 mini toggles, and we'll say a bit more about that in a minute. But let's just have a quick look over this particular guitar. And let's start at the headstock. So we're talking about a maple neck, which is a set neck. It is what they call a wide thin neck in PRS language. So what does that actually mean? Well, I would say it's a modern feeling neck. It's quite thin, sort of back to front, reasonably wide at this end. More sort of stratty feeling at this end. In terms of how does it compare kind of feel wise to other guitars, it's flatter and feels a little bit wider than a Strat for sure. It's nowhere near as sort of shreddy flat as an Ibanez RG type neck, but it's moving more in that direction, I would say, and it just feels super comfortable in your hand. I mean, I've not got very big hands, and it's a beautiful feeling neck. So you know, if you don't like big chubber necks, then this is ideal for you. So coming back to the headstock, the only thing that I've upgraded on this guitar, and the only thing arguably that should have been standard from the factory, is the fact that this guitar didn't come with locking tuners, which I think is a bit of an omission for a guitar with a floating trem. So I put PRS locking tuners on it, and it's been fantastic. It's a really good upgrade, and I would recommend, if you have one of these and you haven't done it, spend the £100 and buy a set, and it's a really easy fix. So I really like these. Obviously these will stay on there. If you want the if you want the other tuners, I can happily send those as a no-cost option. So yeah, so we're looking at a rosewood board with the bird inlays. Not massively rolled edges, I would say, on the fretboard, but certainly nothing sharp. Fretwork is beautiful on it. They do a great job in Cortec in the factory, which makes these in Indonesia. If you've seen Phil McKnight's video, then you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I would highly recommend you do, because PRS have got their own factory within the Cortec campus out there, and they do an amazing job at making these SE models. They're absolutely fantastic. I've owned a PRS Core 24 model custom 24 model. I'll show you, there's a picture of it there, and there's a link to the video I made about it up there. And honestly, this is not, wow, I don't know what we're talking about. How much is a core model these days? 4 grand. This is what, probably about anywhere from about 500 to 1,000 news. I mean, it's certainly not it's certainly not that, 4 to 8 times worse. It's a beautiful guitar, really, really nice to play. Anyway, moving on. So the body itself, like all custom 24s, like all custom 24s, is made from mahogany. I don't know how many pieces this is, 2 at least, probably, maybe 3. On top of that mahogany, you've got a proper slab of maple. And on top of that, you've got a maple veneer, which is why this thing looks absolutely awesome. So they've obviously taken a really nice veneer and then done the staining and the treating of it to make it look like it does. But this is one of the best things about SE models. You almost kind of get that kind of core, almost /10 top sometimes finishes for a fraction of the price, because they're using a very thin veneer of maple rather than a piece of maple that is super thick. So beautiful top. Looking at the fitments that you've got on the body itself, you've got the PRS patented floating bridge, obviously with the trem system in the back there. You've got 2 TCIS pickups, tuned capacitance and inductance pickups. What are these like? These are slightly hotter than a vintage PAF, I would say, only slightly. They're slightly hotter than the 5815s you get in some of the models. The big benefit of these is that they split to real genuine single coils, and they split really well. So you can properly get single coil tones out of these things. You've got a volume, you've got a tone, and you've got a 3-way selector switch, and then you've got these 2 toggle switches. So just saying a little bit about what these do. So in the treble position, normal, with both switches down, then you've got a full humbucker. If you switch up that switch there, it splits this pickup and makes it a single coil. If you then go to the bridge pickup, the neck pickup, then you've got a full humbucking mode with this switch down. When you switch it up, that becomes a coil split as well. And then what that then means, of course, is that when you're in the middle position, you've got full humbucking mode with both switches down, both single coils with both switches up, and then you can obviously switch one to bridge and one to humbucking and one to single coil, or you can flip them over. So in the middle position, you've got 4 different tone options, and then obviously combined with the 2 tone options at the neck and 2 tone options at the bridge, that's your 8 different combinations, and we'll hear those in a minute. This guitar has strap locks on it, which I will remove because not everyone wants Charlotte strap locks. I'll put the PRS strap buttons back on. I'll also get rid of these glow in the dark dots that I've put on to help me see what I'm doing when I'm playing in a pub. But yeah, it's in fantastic condition as well. No chips and dents and things and stuff. If I do find anything when I'm really going over it, I'll obviously include that in photographs, but you can see it's an absolutely lovely guitar. The body contouring, let's have a look, see if you can see it. It is what they call a shallow violin carve. It's nowhere near as scooped in here and obviously around here as the core models, but it has got a shape to it and it's really comfortable to play actually. It's quite a thin guitar as well. If you've never played a custom 24 or a 2408, it's quite noticeably slimmer than something like a Les Paul, and consequently noticeably lighter. It's actually a really light guitar. I don't know how heavy it is, but it feels really light in your hand. Yeah, just a really cool guitar. I think that's enough. You've got the idea. I will plug it in and give you some tones. All right, welcome back. We're all plugged in, trying to get a slightly closer view of the actual guitar itself rather than me. I forgot to mention, obviously it does come with a tremolo arm, and it's just a plug it. It's just a push fit one. You can tighten it up with a little grub screw, but it's fine as it is for me anyway. Right. Let's talk about signal path before I give you a few tones. We're coming straight out of this guitar into my Helix. A couple of patches in there that I usually gig with. This one is a clean patch. It's got a Freeman Brown Eye clean channel. It's going through a couple of 4x12s, and in the front there's a bit of compression, and in the rear there's a little bit of chorus and some verb, and that's it. I'm recording the guitar tones straight into Logic. I'm not doing anything with them in Logic, just recording them there, and then I will overdub them on top of this GoPro audio because it sounds better. Right, so let's have a look and a listen. So we're talking about here treble pickup, so bridge pickup with the dip switch down, the toggle switch down, so it's in full humbucking mode, E chord. If we tap it or split it rather, by just flicking this switch up. So automatically you can hear straight away the fact that it's now thinner, bright, arguably a little bit brighter, but no drop in volume. It's really, really impressive the way they do it. Right, let's skip straight to the neck pickup in humbucking mode. Split it. No drop in volume, but you can definitely hear that it's now a split position. Now let's have a look at the middle position. So this is both pickups in humbucking mode. Tap, split both of them. And then if we bring the bridge in as a humbucker and leave the neck in its tapped single coil mode. flip those over, so we're now splitting the bridge and leaving the neck as a humbucker. So there we go. So I think what you've basically got there are some really usable single coil tones. You've got some really usable full humbucking tones. I'll just give it a little bit of gain. I won't go through all the combinations again because it will take too long, but let me give it a bit more gain. All I've done here is put a Nobels ODR1 in front of the amp bridge humbucker. So listen to the the neck humbucker. Let's do it in solo boost mode. So again, I think there's probably a bit of delay in there and a bit more gain, but so there we go. This is the Custom 2408, the SE version, and I hope you'll agree that it's a really cool guitar. I'm kind of sad to see it go in some respects, but the guitar I've got to replace it with, I think will suit me a little more, and so you know. Not that sad, I guess. So anyway, if you're interested in taking this one off my hands, there'll be some links, I'm sure, in the video description. If you've just enjoyed hanging out for a bit and looking at some cool guitars, then that's good too, and I'm really pleased you're here. If you would like to leave a like and a comment, that would be very much appreciated. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be even more appreciated. There will be some more videos similar to this and a few different ones as well coming very soon. So anyway, thanks for watching and take care.